Hello everybody, this is DearMamaSal on a Monday morning, 3 degrees here in Canada. Carrie, that's 38. Alright, so it's cool but not bad. We had a lot of rain this weekend, which is a good thing. I always think the rain means that we're coming closer to spring, and we definitely are. No doubt about that. And top of the morning to you. By the time you probably watch this, it'll be past St. Patrick's Day, but as you can probably see, I am wearing my St. Patrick's Day pin. And for all of you who have Irish background or who are Irish, really top of the morning to you. And may you have a wonderful day. I'm just looking, I've noticed that I've got some overhead wires in front of me, and there've always been a pair of sneakers up there, but this morning there are 2 pairs of sneakers up there. Somebody's had fun. Of course, it terrifies me to think that one day they're going to try and do that, their wires will come down and they won't be doing that anymore. So, it's scary. Okay, so it looks really quite nice where I am, and I'm moving into an area that looks like it is nasty out there, so we'll see whether we hit rain on the way. It's possible. I am just devastated that we have come so far in this plane thing, this missing plane thing, and still not a single sign of it. And you know, now it's got to the stage where you go, how long are they going to keep doing this? How long will they keep looking for it? Because I'm pretty sure that the cost of looking is ridiculous now. I mean, they've got 25 countries looking, they've got no idea what they're looking for. I mean, if you think about it, that plane that went down off South America some years ago, they knew where that plane was. They knew where it was. They knew exactly where it went down. And it still took them 2 years to find the wreckage. Anyway, it doesn't make any sense to me as to, if they haven't found it by now, the chances are I think they're not going to. But I could be wrong, and I'd be delighted to be proven wrong. It was a weird weekend on the broadcasts. It was so weird that I ended up last night actually asking, is it a new moon or a full moon or something weird this weekend? And somebody said, yes, it's full moon. I said, oh, that will that might account for it. Because the weirdos were out this weekend. It was really strange. The good news was that Katie's grandson, for those of you who've been following that news, Katie's grandson got attacked by a Rottweiler last week, and he went in for his second operation yesterday and made it through okay. And let's hope that he's on his way to a speedy recovery. But you know, the sadness of that is there's a little boy who's going to have scars on his face for the rest of his life. And you know, all that will create, you know, at school, and you know how cruel children can be. So, you know, my heart breaks for him. He just really is the cutest little boy. I'm certain he will handle it really well. He's up and playing already and doing things, which is great. He's going to be sore, and he's going to have good moments and bad moments, we know that. But really, really sad to see. And I'm just delighted that he made it through okay, and you know, to have to go through 2 operations in nearly as many days is scary. So on the other side, for those of you who heard about it, we've been sort of trying to keep tabs on Melanie, who's got her ex-husband in hospice care at the moment, and the last I heard, he had dropped into being unconscious, which was in a way I think a relief for him. And our thoughts and prayers obviously go with him as well. So it was a very difficult weekend in lots of areas. On the good side for me, I went out and I got myself a new palette, which some of you will have seen, the Almay palette. I've never used Almay eyeshadows before, and the first thing that struck me was when I went to go and wash out my brush. Normally, when you use an eyeshadow and you wash out your brush, there's a lot of pigment that drops out of the brush and into the water. Not with the Almay, very little. Very enough that I didn't think anything had dropped out. So the pigment is completely different in some way. I'm still trying to work out what the difference must be. And yet the color is intense. Woo! There's a lot of water under the bridge today. Whoa, it's nearly at flood stage, I would say. So anyway, it was exciting to use it, and as you may notice as well, I've got new lipstick. This is my Kate Moss lipstick from Rimmel that I got. It's darker than I normally wear, but I decided time for a change. I'm really somebody who wears, you know, sort of either an orangey or a pinky shade, end of story. And I don't go to reds. So I thought, nope, this is the time to wear a red. I'm going to do that. And I got a matte red, which is totally, I never wear matte lipsticks. So I try and sort of keep up. Now I must say I really do like the lipstick. So I was very happy with my purchases, both of the eyeshadow and the lipsticks. I bought 2 different colors of the lipstick, but I'm really happy with both of them. So that's a good thing. I'm sure it's not often that I do that. Now I still want to get some of those, what I call lip crayons. I've been looking out for those. I have no idea if they're any good, but I always think they look fun. But I'd certainly like your feedback, because some of you are pretty good on all this stuff. Just in terms of what you think is the best bang for your buck lipstick-wise. In other words, what brand of lipstick works really well, regardless of the price. And when I say works really well, you know, goes on well, stays on well. I never thought to check the transfer on this. Oh yeah, serious transfer. That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna look like a right idiot going into work with a red hand now. Yeah, both hands. Yeah, serious transfer. I wish I hadn't done that. I didn't expect that, did I? You could probably tell that. I did not expect I did not expect that. So somebody asked me this weekend, sometime during the broadcast or after it, did the other drivers on the road, on the route that I take, think that I'm a bit strange? And what I said was, I'm pretty sure that there must be some people that do the same route as I do every day about the same time. And they probably go home and say, you know, that mad lady that talks to herself is still on the road. But you know, it's okay. I'll handle that. Now, it was really weird because I had an instant this weekend to watch an ultimate mirror thing go down. You know, this mirroring where you have a problem, but then somebody close to you has the problem, and then because somebody close to you has this problem, you can actually see it in them when you couldn't necessarily see it in yourself. Don't know if you've ever had that happen. Anyway, and there was a really good one this weekend where somebody became very angry about how unfair everybody was, and they were getting kicked out of their place, and and you know, luckily the other person could see, listen, the reason you're getting kicked out is because you're not paying your rent. There's nothing unfair about that. And sometimes you need to see it happening somewhere else to realize that consequences are consequences. They are not unfair, they are consequences. So sometimes you don't get to see it for yourself, but you get to see it in the people around you. And I wonder if any of you have had that happen. I'm really hoping that this week's going to be a very positive week, actually. I had a situation happen where somebody wanted to use some of my material, and I asked them to not do that. And then they sort of wrote to me and said, well, if they change this, this, and this, could they use it? They just wanted to use the format of what I did. Well, hello. I think I wrote back something quite challenging, like, I don't think changing this, this, and this means that you're not stealing my material. And I know you have integrity, and I trust you'll use it. I've had so many people steal my stuff in my lifetime that should be used to it by now. It's really funny, you spend years developing a program and tweaking it and making it work, and then making it work a bit better, and then making it work even better than that, and it ends up looking like something that you just put together in a heartbeat, and it isn't. It takes a long time. I used to say that about speeches, some speeches that I gave. When you're a professional speaker, you normally give your own speech. They don't tell you what to talk about. And a speech can take years to develop. And it's a bit, I guess, like a comedy routine. You've got to go out and test it and see what works and what doesn't, and keep tweaking that, and then different audiences will react different ways, so you need to really know the market that you're talking to, and it's a bit like life in that way. All right, we all learn our social skills, but we also have to adapt them depending on the market. The way we talk to children is very different from the way we would talk to adults, or the way we talk to adults who are childish is very different from the way that we will talk to adults who are mature. Oops. So basically, whoa, that's not good. All right, up above me, there is quite a problem. Alright, I need to really concentrate on this, so I'm going to get off the broadcast now. Here's wishing you all well. There's been a big accident up above, and probably about 500 yards away from